Today is a day of remembrance of the horrific events of 9/11. Good evening, I'm Connor Board.
And I'm Mike Black. A book has been released providing new details on the tragedy. Fox News correspondent Mark Meredith has more from Washington.
The events of September 11th, 2001 changed our world forever. And the new book, The Only Plane in the Sky, collects eyewitness accounts of 9/11. It details the tragic day in a new way, using the words of those intimately involved with the events.
We have a hijacked aircraft headed towards New York.
After hearing strange radio traffic, one air traffic controller later recounted, quote, "I felt fear. I'm like, oh my God, the plane's being hijacked." News helicopters broadcast the horror that followed. Among those watching, then Vice President Dick Cheney.
Well, I was in my West Wing office. Secretary called in and said a plane had hit the World Trade Center. I turned on my television in time to see the second one hit.
The second plane, United Flight 175, crashed into the South Tower at 9:03. Cheney was soon rushed to a White House bunker. Retelling the story, Cheney once said, quote, "They practice this. You move whether you want to be moved or not. You're going." Cheney's quote is one of thousands collected by author Garrett Graff. He says his book lets readers experience the fear, confusion, and sadness so many felt firsthand.
On the morning of 9/11, we didn't understand what was beginning to transpire around us.
60 on page 1.
President George W. Bush, who was in Florida, learned of the second crash from his chief of staff. The president delivered brief remarks to the nation moments later.
Today, we've had a national tragedy.
Bush was rushed from an elementary school to Air Force One. Graff says once airborne, chaos turned into confusion.
The president was cut off while he was up in the air. There was no cable TV, no satellite TV, there was no email aboard the plane. And so the president is watching 9/11 unfold from Air Force One on rabbit ears antennas.
Back in Washington, another tragedy as hijacked American Airlines Flight 77 crashed into the Pentagon at 9:37. Years later, former Secretary of Defense Donald Rumsfeld recounted what he saw as he evacuated.
This plane had impacted the Pentagon at 500 miles an hour, filled with jet fuel, and the place was burning, and people were streaming out, trying to save themselves.
As the Pentagon burned, passengers on United Flight 93 fought their hijackers to recontrol the plane. The airliner never reached Washington. The plane crashed into a rural Pennsylvania field. In Manhattan, as the towers burned, New Yorkers looking up couldn't believe their eyes.
People were actually jumping out of the windows.
What followed next stunned the world. Both towers collapsed, trapping first responders and survivors. Rescuers worked for days to save lives and recover those lost. The events, summed up by President Bush from the Oval Office that Tuesday evening, remain true today, 18 years later.
None of us will ever forget this day, yet we go forward to defend freedom and all that is good and just in our world.
Some eyewitnesses say there's not a day that goes by that they don't think of 9/11, and that sometimes it's the littlest things like the weather or a sound or a smell that'll bring them right back to that horrific but historic day. In Washington, Mark Meredith, Fox News.